how the Russians see Lavrov as a representative, of course, a diplomatic representative, but how is it seen in Russia?
Well, I think they appreciate him as a very charismatic person with a great sense of humor. I think at any given major event, there's something that happens, and he sort of either makes a mockery of the person that tries to, let's say, attack him. At the same time, obviously, he's a highly trained diplomat, probably one of the best diplomats in the world. And that's also important because back in the day, multiple countries had that tradition of training diplomats in very specific ways. They had to learn languages from whatever country they went to, whereas these days, it's more of an appointment. And especially, let's say in the US and Canada, diplomats may not even know the language of a country that they're sort of trying to establish and improve the relationship with, which says a lot about the level of respect and the lack of understanding of any given culture. So I think Lavrov in that sense represents one of the more sort of old school diplomatic types of training. And yeah, he definitely has, the perception is overwhelmingly positive. I think it's not just that he is a skilled diplomat and he deals with very, very chaotic and very stressful situations these days, but because he's just funny. Like, he's a funny man. If you look at his pictures from years ago, he's also kind of would go whitewater rafting. He would do this outdoors. He would do that outdoors. He's smoking. Obviously, people these days perceive smoking as a bad thing, which I do too. But he looks like kind of like this badass movie character, right? So I think there's a lot of not just his skill, but also the overall persona of how he presents himself. And he's a real personality. Do we really know a lot of diplomats from other countries? I mean, yes, if we follow the news, we might know, the names of certain ambassadors and so on and so forth. But he definitely has a personality that is transferable and recognizable more so than a lot of other diplomats. He's not just a sort of gray bureaucrat that people may not remember after he's gone, right? So